coach, a mentor, a brother, a father, and of course, for me and for all of us out there, I think I'll speak for you, our hero, Mr. John Joseph Pirro. In the movie Field of Dreams, the famous line is, if you build it, they will come. Any successful coach will tell you, in order to build a program, they need to recruit and land inspiring players. John Pirro was definitely that. The list of accolades is extensive. First team All-American status on 3 different occasions. 2-time NCAA Division II, Division III Defenseman of the Year. He was a first team All-US CLA for the Long Island Lacrosse Club defenseman. He was a National Heroes Coach of the Year during his tenure as a Roanoke College Lacrosse coach. John Pirro is also a member of both the Virginia and Long Island chapters of the National Lacrosse Hall of Fame. But I think it's John's ability to inspire others through both word and action that continues to serve Roanoke College today, that it continues to serve Roanoke College Lacrosse today. For Paul Griffin, landed John Pirro, an inspiring player. And that inspired other greats, too many to mention here tonight because they're all out there. It inspired those greats to come to Roanoke College as well. This ceremony is a vision and a dream of a few special people. First and foremost, where's Andy O'Keefe? Andy was inspired by the Johnny Unitas statue that sits at the entrance to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, and helped make this monument of John Pirro become a reality. And like any such project involving John's support, one of John's closest friends, Doug Horn, was sailing the ship. Finally, we are blessed by the talents of sculptor Betty Branch, no stranger to lacrosse, as her son Tommy played both at North Cross and Radford University. Betty pours her heart and soul into such works. She truly is our cultural treasure here in Roanoke, Virginia. I'll now ask Betty to come forward and unveil our new treasure. We'll hear from several of John's friends. Our first speaker will be Bill Pilat, head men's lacrosse coach here at Roanoke College. Billy Pilat, come on up.
Thank you, Coach. What an honor it is for me to be here to speak to you all today about my former coach, my good friend, John Pirro. It's so great to see the Roanoke Lacrosse family here represented, and our family runs deep. 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and now in the next decade, whatever the heck they're going to call it, I don't know, but we're here. Paul Griffin recruited me, John Pirro coached me, Scott Allison brought me back to Roanoke College. I'm so happy to be here and so happy to know all those fine men. I want to say a couple things about Coach Pirro today from the coaching standpoint, how I remember him. Thinking about Coach Pirro as my coach, a couple words came to mind for me. They are commitment, dedication, love, family, compassion, witty, caring, funny, and dedicated. I have two small stories I want to relate to you all about Coach Pirro that maybe you heard, maybe you didn't, but it kind of sums up to me what kind of person he is and what kind of a coach he was. The first story, my senior year, 1985, I was an education major here at Roanoke, and as an education major, you need to student teach. Well, like all lacrosse players, I planned my schedule way ahead. I knew exactly what was going on. And I was going to student teach in the fall because I didn't want to student teach in the spring when I played because it's such a demanding course load. And Coach Pirro supported that and suggested that to me. So everything was good. I was good to go to student teach in the fall. Then a couple weeks before I started, my advisor said, hey, everything's great. We got you placed at Salem schools. But school in Salem starts a week and a half before the dorms are opened at Roanoke. You got to find a place to stay. So I didn't know what I was going to do. So, like all good lacrosse players, I went to see my coach to help me with this problem. And I said, Coach, what am I going to do? Where do I stay? And, you know, without batting an eye, Coach Pirro said, oh, you should stay with me and my family at my house. That's not a problem at all. You know, he didn't look to somebody else to fix it. He didn't put me in a hotel and figure something out. He said, you're with my family. So I did that for a week and a half. I stayed with his family, ate breakfast with his young boys. They were a lot smaller then, cuter, but they were So every morning I had breakfast with his family, and they ate, and the boys went off to school, and I ate, and I went to my school and taught. And I'll never forget that caring. I'll never forget that, Coach. Thank you. That's one side of Coach Pirro as the coach. The other story is the other side of Coach Pirro that we all love. And you can figure out what this covers. It was 1984. We were playing Gettysburg College over on Alumni Field. Gettysburg was kind of an upstart, newer team, and they weren't the power team that they are now. And they wanted to kind of make their mark, and obviously Roanoke had already made its mark. So they scheduled us to play. The game started out fairly close, and then we started to kind of have our way with Gettysburg a little bit. And our star midfielder, Rocco Guglielmo, I know he's here now, was having a great day, winning every face-off, and that day he was actually hitting the net, and he scored 6 goals. So he was having a fantastic day, and the Gettysburg coach was getting more and more frustrated. And the fourth quarter came, and Rocco scored his 6th goal, and the Gettysburg coach starts yelling, somebody take him out. Somebody take that guy out. And in sports, you know, football, lacrosse, you say take that guy out. That's not good. That means somebody hit him, somebody hurt him, somebody get him out of the game. So one more time he yelled it, somebody take him out. And Coach Pirro, without batting an eye, looked right at the coach and said, Coach, take it easy, take it easy. Rocco, come here. And he looked back at the coach and said, I'm taking him out now. So I'll never forget those 2 stories, and that's my coach, Coach Pirro, the person we all love. And I think those 2 stories just kind of show the care he had for his players, and obviously the funny and the witty and the competitive atmosphere. Coach, I love you. Congratulations. Okay, next, I want to introduce our next speaker, one of the all-time great midfielders in Roanoke College history, class of 1978, Mr. Doug Hoare.
Overwhelmed, absolutely overwhelmed. I've known John since 1971. We were high school teammates, college roommates, fraternity brothers, and lifelong friends.